Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. It is currently 12:51 p.m. on Monday the 3rd of March 2025. Current temperature is boiling hot. I'll let you know in a minute. 32.3 degrees Celsius, feels like 35.0. Humidity is only 62. Anyway, I'm your host Brad. Welcome to Bestestimes Reborn. Just going to have a look at where the doing all the pipes and things like that. Check all that out on our way past. Go down to the sports ground, check out a few things around there and all that. So we're coming out of Moriarty Street. Went up there a little bit just so you can see for a little bit longer, because there is workers standing there. They'll probably give me horrible looks. So they've dug out some of the footpath. I don't know how well that shows on here, but they have. And there's stuff going on the other side too, where the windscreen place is, windscreen tinting place. Gonna get a quick photo while I'm here. There we go. That'll do. And we'll continue on our merry way down to the sports ground. See what's going on down there with the that IBS engineering is supposed to have moved out to the back, and we saw it last time I did a video down there, so check that out. Maybe from across the road as we go across we'll see it. The signage is still out the front, probably will be for a very long time. The trains from the 1st of March have been getting through to Cairns and back through. Heard a few trains going around lately. Going through. There's your donut, Beck and Joe's Donuts, coffee, donuts, and more. Donuts and coffee over there at the corner of Palmerston Drive and Pollution Street. Check that out. Yeah, that's over there. Anyway, we'll continue down Palmerston Drive towards the PCYC, all that. Boiling, boiling, boiling. Pardon me. Ready to just go back and go home and be in the air conditioning. The way this weather goes lately. Sorry there hasn't been as many videos as I would like of late, but that's due to health, due to heat, due to rain, all that. So bear with me. There's a computer chip there on that. Well, there you go. But yeah, so hasn't been easy. And thinking, oh, I'll get up and do it earlier in the day. No. Then you just get slack and it gets too hot. You look at the temperature and it's like 30 degrees. And you're like, nah. But I thought, no, I'll go down now. Well, I got the time. And that is your John Cole Toyota. And there's a big oversized truck here. There's a big truck on the side of it. Wow. Like the ones they use for mining and that. Well, that's how it looks to me. One of those. Anyway, we'll continue along. The old IBS engineering, the front part. It's always good to see the trucks going back through after all that time with the flooding where they couldn't. See if we can get across here. So they've moved to the rear of the building, which is, I don't know why. I'd like to know the reason why. Seem to have a perfectly good building at the front. I've never been inside it, but it seemed to be perfectly fine, and then it's moved out the back. So look at all their full-on signage up there. Show that while we can. It says IBS retail at rear of building. So I wonder if they're using that for something else then at the moment. IBS, who knows? I'm sure they know, of course. There's IBS steel signage here. Always good to show that. So I assume they sell generators. Generator sale on now at IBS. Are you cycling ready? So we won't go down Leichhardt Street this way. We'll come back around there, I think, on the way back through. And I want to test the new setting they put in the zoom. Problem with the zoom they've put into this particular camera, the new version of the zoom, is you can't press on it while you're recording. You've got to go out of it and zoom in and then press record again to get it to go. So there's your Alive Pharmacy Warehouse. Good to show that. You never know, one day it may not be here. Palmerston Drive, Leichhardt Street, Goondi Bend signage. PCYC. We always show as much detail as we can, so when we look back, we can see it. Well, I'm going to zoom in on the PCYC signage. I'll be back. Okay, so we're on the two times zoom now that they've incorporated, which is supposed to be a better picture quality than the old 2 times zoom. You're supposed to be able to zoom in another 2 times as well. So we'll go for a little while with that 2 times zoom on, just to see. I want to have a look for my own curiosity, see what it's like in that. July Pharmacy warehouse signing, where IGA and then Spa used to be. I remember there's a guy there that used to fix washing machines and TVs and stuff like that back in the day. Dryers and all that in this location. And then there was Jamie Logan's car detailing, basically where that Alive sign is. There's a Alive sign here. Yeah. And then there was a motorbike shop on the end at one stage, way back. Remember there being a motorbike shop? Always good to get the details. Is where the caretaker of the showgrounds at house used to be. Plenty of photos of the outside of that on my old and new Innisfail photos Facebook group. We'll get it right. Got someone's been hanging out here. You can see a kettle, some clothes, a few different things. Even like a hair straightener. Even a photo. Yeah, I think someone's been living here. Anyway, we won't do that too much. There's your old IGA signage, still there. And the old Spa signage, still being there. Alright, well, we'll stop this. Oh, pardon me, and I'll get out of that 2 times zoom, and I'll be back. I will go that extra zoom once I get to the part where it's a bit shadowy up here, a bit of shade. We're at Goondi Bend, before we're at Goondi Hill, where I started the video. I don't think I mentioned that. The old cubic steel sign on there. See if I can zoom right into it now with that extra zoom. Yeah. I don't know how clear it would be, but it's not very clear in person anyway. It's very run down. Anyway, we'll try that zoom. Oh, we just tried it then, so that's fine. I'll be back. If anyone knows a way of fixing this camera where it'll stop doing that, being dark at the start, and you've got to brighten it whenever I press record on the Osmo Pocket 3, please let me know in the comments. If you've got the camera and you've had that happen and you've been able to change it. It's very annoying. So we're on the bike track, the newest bike track in the area. I'd love it to go all the way to Newman Store, like cross the road and go all the way down to Newman Store. That would be fantastic. Had the both bike tracks, the one over there and the one here, join up and go along there. Would be great. Yeah, having to stop the recording and press to do that 2 times zoom, the lossless 2 times zoom, and that. And when you finish doing that, press record again to stop it, and then go again. Yeah, see why that would be a hassle. yeah, so I will continue doing these videos. I'm not the type of person that just gives up on them, so still keep checking the channel. I'm checking old new Innisfail photos for links and things and photos and all this stuff. And feel free to put your own photos as long as they're, you know, G-rated. And no alcohol references, no drug references, no sexual references, none of that. And you'll be fine. Put them up between Babinda and Cardwell, including Babinda and Cardwell, everything in between. Thanks to the people who've been watching for years and that were on the old channel watching as well, that have come over to this one. Part of my nearly 3,000 subscribers I had on the other channel, doing the same thing. The channel got done over. Anyway, wish they'd clean these tables and chairs regularly. That would be great. And have some more of these sort of tables and chairs up at the top part over there, right up there, where I've flown the drone before. Would be great. So we'll come down here and just have a quick look at this part. This always needs a good clean, because it becomes a big hill for all the water to run down. Especially when there's lots and lots and lots of rain, it just becomes mud. Horrible mud. Not the best to be walking down here when there's been a lot of rain, or during the rain, all that. So the way to Cairns and Newman store and all that along there. The town direction. That's got Overlander written on it. That four-wheel drive Overlander. Right, this is the Cairns direction. So we can see what it says on there. Overlander four-wheel drive hire. There you go. Overlandadventures.com.au. What I can tell by that. Anyway, I'm not going to cross over. Otherwise I would, and I'd go down the other bike track over there. The one that's been there forever. But we're focusing more on this today, because we've shown the other so many times. We've shown this a lot too. But it's still good to get an idea of what it's like. So when we look back in the future, we can see. And one thing there's someone with a whippersnapper type thing coming along over there. So hopefully get things cleaned up a bit. I don't know if you're doing it for here or somewhere else, walking to somewhere else to do it. But yeah, be interesting to see what this place is like in 20, 30, 40 years time. Look back at this and see, oh, that's what it was like at this particular time. Oh, I sort of remember it like that, yeah, that sort of thing. It's Blackwood Street where that white four-wheel drive is, just to give you context to where I am. Traffic lights there. Where's that chappie going? Oh, he's going down into the gully part, the mud of the drain. Fair enough. Witch's hat. Of course, there's broken glass around here. There's no bins, of course. It'd be nice if there was a bin here, a decent sized bin. See all the glass and that. Disgusting that it's there. Anyway, we'll continue along. Slightly cool breeze just then. Yeah. Well, there you go. Very slightly cool breeze. It's like Ash Street and all that over there. Beach Street, Cedar Street, all those. Oak Street. Down that direction. With the red cars coming out. I don't know. Wouldn't be able to see the red car. Unless I stopped and pressed zoom and yeah. All that malarkey they've done now. Anyway, we'll keep chuffing along, moseying along, using all those old school sayings. Have a bit of a gander. For those who don't know what a gander is, it's having a look. Having a gander, a goosey gander. Yeah. It's a pretty silly saying, but most don't really make that much sense. Oh mate, we're just snipping down there. I like how shady it is here now. It's quite a nice breeze at the moment, because the humidity is not as high as it normally is. Usually we're in the 90s to 100%. So there you go. Heading back towards the old spa at IGA. Old mate in a military style Jeep, just a standard everyday person. Have a look at some of these trees and what they're like too. It's just towards the bend, the road. I like looking that direction. I like looking at the tree canopies and things like that, and the different trees that graft on, plants and that graft onto trees and that. Like I say, see the beauty around you. One of my top sayings that I put on my YouTube videos. Look back where we just came from. See the Australia Post postie. For people wondering what an Australia Post postie looks like, well, I'll zoom in and show when he goes past. Unless he turned. No, I think he turned. Oh, there he is. Yeah. On the little motorbike scooter thing. Pretty cool. But anyway, continue along. They've taken away some of the trees here. Makes it more open. I wish they put lights here, that's one thing. I would love to see along here, lights. Proper, decent, high enough lights that it's harder for people to wreck them. And that would be great. More seating around. Like I said, up at the other part. Clean the seating that's here, tables and chairs regularly. That'd be amazing. Your cricket net. Cricket practice. PCYC direction. And that. These are the times when you really want the that extra zoom across the PCYC and the IGA signage and all that from here. There is a breathing competition picture, a competition picture setting they put on here. Not picture, the actual setting. And it's supposed to be like if you're close up to something and it goes out of focus, it's supposed to go in and out of focus better. But I don't really do that many close-ups, so I've got it turned off for now. I will try it one day. But this is your cricket nets. They've been fixed up since our last video, properly videoed here. Postie again down Leichhardt Street, back of IGA and the the pharmacy. Yeah, you get a lot of plovers along here. I know people have carried on because I mentioned the plovers and all this. Well, for people's safety, not everyone watches every single video. And if you walk across here, when there's any sort of light, the plovers will swoop you like really bad. Doesn't matter what time of the year. I don't know so much in the rain, but they do otherwise. Like there's two of them there now, waiting to pounce, to go on someone who goes across. No, I'm getting in the shade. There's a car park of the sports field and that. We'll go off and have a look at the new ramp and all that. I'll get a better angle. Last time I forgot to walk out on the grass and show it. So we'll show it. There's part of that OBS engineering, Leichhardt Street, all that jazz. So here's your Les Shoe Sporting Complex signage. Well, it's still here. Glass-free zone, and it's a dog-free zone. I've seen people bring their dogs down here many times. They should make part of it just an off-leash area with a fence and a gate, so it's safe for other people who come down here. So I've had some pretty weird-looking ferocious dogs come my direction when I've been down here. There's a Bicentennial Sports Pavilion, a Johnson Shire Council Australia Bicentennial Project, officially opened by A.G. Bill Eaton, MLA. Sunday, the 13th of March 1988. The other one says, Stage 1, Herb Collins Oval. Upgrade was officially opened by the Honourable Steve Dixon, Minister for National Parks, Recreation, Sport and Racing on 9th of the 12th, 2014. There you go. I'm going to have a quick look at the playground while it's like this, because every now and then they sometimes upgrade the playgrounds and stuff. Sometimes they don't, or sometimes they should, or replace one, like the one in Warrina Lakes. Last time I went there hadn't been replaced. If it does get replaced, that particular one that's closest to the lakes that used to be there, please let me know in the comments, or let me know on old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook, and I'll get down there and get video and photos and that of it. Just let me know as soon as possible. Put some video, some photos and that on old and new Innisfail photos if you would like of it, if they've done it. Been there many times and they haven't. I think they should have had it all ready to be done before they took the old one away, and given people more of a chance to go and have a look at the old one, because people have spent a lot of hours there with their kids over the years. They might have wanted to have a good look at it. But no, it would have been awesome if they'd let people know in advance. I read it on the council Facebook page the day they got rid of it. Like with the opening of the nature play, they mentioned it the day it was being opened. Like after it had been opened. Yes, it was quite annoying. So, wasn't impressed with that. So I couldn't get down there and video the opening and that, which I was planning on doing. And this big step here is not really that friendly for, like if you had a mobility issue, that would be horrible. And if you can, yeah, you can see the step there. It's pretty high up. It should be a ramp up to there. Anyway, we'll go down and have a look where where that new ramp is up here. We're lucky we've got these sort of facilities, these sort of playgrounds and parks and recreational places. They just need to be maintained and have bins and things. Like there's bins here, like there, but people aren't going to walk all the way from that other side where I showed, where the table and chairs were, to here. I didn't even show the table and chairs here. The same sort of over the other side that I showed with all the glass around it. It's often quite dirty there. People won't even walk the extra mile to go here to the bin from the playground area. So, yeah, so then it needs to be right there. Of course, people have dumped some soccer goals in the drain. I think they're smart doing that. Not really that smart doing that. There's that engineering place plus OBS. Just there. And this is the Les Shoe Sporting Complex. It's got that written on there as well. That's the other spot. It's all part of it. This is where you go to vote. Hey, sorry that last time I didn't get the video, that I was worn out, I'd been sick and all that, so I just raced down here to get what I could. I was a bit doolally from being sick. Not discombobulated, but I just wanted to use that word. But this is where you go to vote. There's a sports team has their clubhouse in there. Cess Anderson Oval. So this is here. It's where I've flown the drone multiple times. There's not a huge amount of shade. I wish they'd put in some shade somehow. And clean these seats regularly too, the bleachers or whatever they want to call them over there. It's pretty horrible. When I phone the drone down here, I bring sugar soap wipes, Sally's sugar soap wipes, and wipe them down. Yeah, I wipe down where I'm putting my stuff. I have some Chuck Super wipes and wipe the extra stuff off. No smoking, keep entry clear. Well, this is what I should have shown last time from this angle, where you can see it better. The ramp. It's got a lot of leaves on it. But yeah, over here, there's often 2 or 3 of those, lots of those seats, the grandstand bleacher things. And they're usually quite messy. Bird poo and all that. Anyway, we'll come up here, have a squeeze, get some photos, Oh, here I should have got some further back. The heat certainly takes it out of you. So what's this say? Honourable Mark Rowell, MLA member for Hinchinbrook, 2nd of November 1996, a project of the Innisfail Combined Sports Association Inc. in conjunction with the Johnson Shire Council, Queensland Department of Tourism, Sport and Racing, and Commonwealth Department of Environment, Sports and Territories. That's what it says up here on this. Whew. So we'll just get this for history so we can look back and see what this is like 20, 30, 40 years from now. Everything's all for history. So check out Bestestimes Reborn on YouTube. Old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook to see what I was doing here. I know there's a lot of cameras around. I'm not doing anything wrong, so I've got nothing to worry about. Those who do something wrong, well, there is cameras here watching you, security cameras, so don't do it. Don't do it anyway, even if there wasn't. There's your ramp. Good idea to have. Wish it was more in the shade and out of the rain too, because if you come and devote and it rains, well, you're gonna have issues. Unless you can get up that steep part there, the first part. I don't know. Some people could, some people couldn't. Wouldn't be able to. Anyway, let's go down. Bit of Leichhardt. I mean, there's other ways to get back out onto the highway. I can go down this way, which I wish they'd put a pathway through to it. Just a standard pathway like they put around where we walked just before. Decent pathway would be great. Yeah. This is Leichhardt Street. I mentioned in another video about the signage for the stuff being there, for the waterworks being done. Oh, they've taken the back off the truck and gone in. Whomever there is. But yeah, down here would be great to have a nice nice path, so you don't have to walk all the way down there. You can just walk through here anyway, but you know, it's not the same. When it's wet, it's a bit slushy through here, but we'll go down here anyway. So I think I want to show the Ergon's finished doing their stuff, doing up the offices and whatever it was they were doing on the outside near the youth centre. So we'll go down Evolution Street to there and back around. We might go down to Nell Street. We'll see how it goes, being so hot, being so warm and that. But yeah, a nice pathway through here would be great. Up to this part here, or even to the road. Not where cars can get through, but just enough for people to walk on it better. You can walk through here, but not pavers either, because they end up ruined. Proper cement, concrete, whatever. There is a question, not being that type of person that's in the knowledge of all this sort of stuff. Now, cement's the powder that becomes the concrete, or is it the other way around? Something we can learn. Yeah, so you use the powder to make the cement, so that's the concrete to make the cement. Or is it the other way around? I'm sure somebody on here would know. There's a lot of people that know a lot of things. So yeah, alternative therapist place here to my left. And a dog. You can hear the dog. Huh. Yeah, I don't think that would be very inviting for somebody to come in there to get any treatment. Unless the dog, where the dog is locked from where you go into that part. I don't know. But anyway, getting close to Denell Street. I mean, Evolution Street. I kept forgetting the name of this one. I don't know what the deal is, why I keep forgetting the name of the street. I should know it. Walk down here often enough. But Evolution's the one that goes across. A sort of tiered intersection type of situation. Yeah. Once I get up there, like, oh, of course. Yeah, Mahogany Street. mahogany. Some mahogany street signage. That's a road. But then you got the highway over there with the showgrounds across there where the roller door is. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's too hot. You can see where there's some stuff in the corner of Propence and Volution, where Collins Cordials used to be and should have stayed. Looks like the roller doors, some of the roller doors are open. Yeah, I don't know why they moved. And very rarely you see anyone at the new place. It's supposed to be down behind the chemist in town. Chemist warehouse. Like, go down beside Malik's and down and under. I've only seen their vehicle there once when I've gone and had a look to see. Because people say, oh no, it's definitely there. And that. No real signage at the time. Probably is now. On Mrs. Bullabash's old house, which was featured in a movie I don't know the name of, but it was definitely featured in a movie. But we'll continue to show straight ahead for privacy. And that. See how we go. And the privacy. And all that going along. Some of the houses aren't here anymore, and new ones have been put in. Some have been finished over the years. The postal worker. I don't know which one it is. It's the friendly guy or... Yep, the camera keeps overheating, so bear with me. Get what I can for the before it fully overheats again. But we're on Pine Street, P-I-N-E, as in pine tree. Ergon Energy here to my left. It's all repainted, all that jazz. So you can have a look on the way past. Fixed up the car parking area, the driveway and all that. Oh, the driveway is not as good, not as fixed up, but the rest of it is. Part of it is, part of it isn't. It's a town bus. Youth shelter over there. Innisfail Youth and Family Care Inc. Youth shelter. There's your Oban entrance. Oh, they took away all the nice plants that were here. Typical. They're doing a bit of waterworks down here, I think, too. Shown down here a lot, so back towards Ergon. So if the camera cuts out, it's the best of times keeping memories alive for us, future generations to see. Check out the links in the description. Any photos I've taken that turned out will end up on the end of the video, so keep watching, because they're a bit more zoomed in, some of them, so you can see them better, see locations better and that. Anyway, we'll go down Denell Street. Don't do that very often. It's a very rare one. Due to the heat, I just want to get home. Yeah, it's your railway line and your railway street. Back towards, down to Warrina nursing home sort of direction. Gone here, and that's our family thingamajig. So we'll just mosey on up here. Keep the camera as straight as possible. Sometimes it does tend to drift. It will drift left or right, which is really annoying. Thoroughly annoying, so anyway, there's so much we can do. The camera drifts, it drifts. Sometimes I have to just double tap and it'll straighten back up. So you'll see it jolt unintentionally. Sorry about the breathing noises. Nothing I can do about it. Whew. The weather, it is hot. Anyway. Yeah. Whew. Tenants parking only. Whew. So people say this house here on the left, which I can't show, used to be a hospital back in the day, like way back. Yeah, number 7 I think it is. The sign's on the actual building, so it's hard to show. There's your amp pole and all that. Might do the 2x zoom. There you go, with the 2x zoom down towards the amp pole on that, and Goondi Hill Hotel. Alright, we'll keep it on the 2x zoom for a little while, just to see what extra we see that we wouldn't normally see. As a lot of these places got the red lint on the bins and some don't. Some have the yellow, some don't, some still have the blue. Posty. Oh mate. Oh. He's nice. This is the nice one that I was talking about before. The friendly one. Whew. Coming back down towards where oh, can't even think it's that hot. Yeah, ridiculous. Well, that's for sale. Sometimes we show the places that are for sale a little bit.